I request Sister Dr. Vanessa A.C., Principal, St. Agnes College, and Sister Dr. M. Lydia A.C., Joint Secretary, St. Agnes College, to kindly be seated.
Good evening to one and all present here on the occasion of paying tribute to our foundress, Mother Mary Helvetia A.C., as we celebrate the Foundation Day of St. Agnes College. St. Agnes, being one of the oldest
and premier institutes of higher education in Mangalore, is in its centenary year. Let me highlight the fact that it catered to higher education of women at a time when women were not even thought of being sent to school. I'm happy to say we will soon be completing 100 years in the field of women's education, which is attributed to the sheer grit and vision of a very strong woman of faith in the Lord and character, Mother Mary Helvetia. I extend a warm welcome to Sister Dr. M. Lydia A.C., the Superior and Joint Secretary of St. Agnes Institutions, Sister Kamal Rita A.C., Administrator, St. Agnes College, Sister Dr. M. Vanessa A.C., Principal, St. Agnes College, Sister Rupa Rodriguez A.C., Vice Principal, St. Agnes College, Sister Dr. Vinora A.C., PG Coordinator, St. Agnes College, and to you all, our dear sisters of the congregation, our dear alumni, staff, students, and our well-wishers. We shall begin by seeking the blessings of the Almighty through a hymn sung by Miss Rochelle and Belisha.
Beyond description, too marvelous for words, too wonderful for comprehension, like nothing ever seen or heard. Who can grasp your infinite wisdom? Who can fathom the depths of your love? You are beautiful beyond description, majesty enthroned above. And I stand in awe of you. I stand in awe of you. Holy God, to whom all praise is due, I stand in awe of you. And I stand in awe of you. I stand in awe of you. Holy God, to whom all praise is due, I stand in awe of you. I stand in awe of you. I stand in awe of you.
Our principal, Sister Dr. M. Vanessa A.C., will now officially welcome you all and also introduce to us Sister Dr. M. Lydia A.C., Superior and Joint Secretary of St. Agnes Institutions.
Some dreams never die. They live forever, gaining in depth and substance with the passing of time. Such dreams are often conceived and realized in God's design. People who dream such dreams are men and women of vision. Dear Sister Lydia Fernandez, Joint Secretary, St. Agnes College, Miss Aruna Bhatt, alumna, teachers, students, parents, alumni, well-wishers and friends, good evening and a warm welcome to each one of you. Today is a special day in the history of St. Agnes College when a woman said that education is a powerful weapon that can change the world and laid a foundation for women's education on the west coast of India 100 years ago. The burning torch of higher education held aloft and handed on by St. Agnes College has its source and origin in the philosophy and teaching of its founder, a great woman of vision, Mother Mary Helvetia. It gives me immense joy to welcome you all who take part in the celebration of the Foundation Day, following the norms of social or physical distance, which is enforced on us by the deadly virus COVID-19. I am delighted to welcome two important luminaries of the day who will ignite our minds by their unique stories. It is my pleasant task to introduce to you Sister Dr. Lydia Fernandez, AC, our Superior and Joint Secretary, St. Agnes Institutions. We are happy to have her once again as our guide and animator, a person with rich experiences and varied exposures in the field of education. Sister assumed the office as local manager on 23rd May 2020. She is also the General Counselor for Education, Apostolic Carmel Congregation from 2014 till date. Member, Board of Directors, World Council for Curriculum and Instruction based at California, USA. As a dynamic principal for long years at St. Anne's College of Education, she upgraded it as a postgraduate center in education and worked tirelessly to provide quality higher education. She has held several positions at different universities at different levels and has contributed greatly for the cause of education in India and abroad. She is the recipient of Gold Medal in Political Science in BA, International Woman of the Year 1996-97 from the International Biographical Centre, Cambridge, UK, and the Best Citizen Award of India award from Delhi-based organization. She is an alumna of our college, studied throughout at St. Agnes. Dear sister, I am happy to welcome you back to your alma mater. Your guidance and encouragement will surely help us to scale high and achieve academic excellence as we celebrate a century of education and service and march towards the post-centenary years. I request Sister Dr. Venora, the PG coordinator, to welcome Sister with a bouquet of flowers. I graciously welcome Ms. Aruna Bhatt, TEDx speaker, film producer, image consultant, and co-founder of the world's first ever Bindi portal, bookmybindi.com. I am proud to say that she is a vivacious, talented, and an eminent alumna of St. Agnes College. A pleasant welcome to you, dear Aruna. A warm welcome to Sister Rupa Rodriguez, the Vice Principal, Sister Dr. Venora, the PG Coordinator, Sister Kamal Rita, the Administrator, the Registrar, Deans, IQAC Coordinator, faculty members, alumni, students, parents, well-wishers and benefactors.
Thank you, Sister Vanessa, for that heartwarming welcome. I now request Sister Dr. M. Lydia AC to speak to us about the foundress, Mother Mary Elvisha.
Dear Principal, Dr. Sister Vanessa, and the dignitaries present and with us on this special and significant day. It is indeed my privilege, a proud privilege, to be here with you, with my alma mater, and pay my respects to this great woman, the great woman, the pioneer of Apostolic Carmel education. During the early and mid-19th century, quality and standard education in India meant only the schools run by foreign missionaries. And it is at this time the Apostolic Carmel congregation was founded in 1868 in Bayonne, France, to send missionaries to India for education. However, it is in God's providence that the Apostolic Carmel did not remain the congregation of foreign missionaries, but within a decade of its existence became an indigenous congregation, with Mother Elvisha Ni Rosario from Mangalore taking the center stage of the Apostolic Carmel with its predominant mission of education of girls, and she took the reins of education at the tender age of 17 and pioneered women's education along the west coast of India, giving it a stamp of education acclaimed as superior quality education by the British Education Administration of the time, and who said it is even equal to British standard of education, leading even awarding this great woman the top award, Kaisari Hind, the Empress of India Gold Medal, the first Indian woman to be bestowed with this highest award for public service in education. I further wish to illustrate the greatness of this woman. How did it all begin? You will be my child and Saint Teresa's, and I shall call you Sister Mary Elvisha of the Sacred Heart. These were words from Bishop Mari Ephraim, the bishop of the place, who singled out Mary Rosario from a student and a boarder at Saint Teresa's Anglo-Indian School, Kannur or Kannino, whom Mother Marie des Anges too had singled out when she met her the first time in Kannino. In the years that followed, Mother Elvisha stands out as a woman not easy to forget, and whose stamp upon the Apostolic Carmel is there for us to feel in every sphere of our life. She was the first one to open the first women's college in the west coast of India, this St. Agnes College, which is proudly standing tall today, celebrating its centenary, its 100 years. Though headmistress at school, Sister Elvisha was also a clerk and a correspondent, and a quick and active mind conceived ideas and plans as fast as they were carried out by her staff. Her mind was direct and well balanced. Her position as headmistress naturally brought her in touch with major officials of the educational and other departments who made calls on her in season and out of season with inquiries, arguments, suggestions, demands, and requests. Mother Elvisha became the mental powerhouse from which emanated inspiration and plans to develop yet more institutions. And today, St. Agnes College stands as an example of this great heritage of this great woman. Mr. Marsden, the last inspector of schools in 1886, reported, I have always noticed that accuracy and method were conspicuous in all written exercises. The English spoken in our school, the school of Mother Elvisha, both as to pronunciation and idiom, than I have heard in any school in South Canada. I have not seen another school so well managed, not one, where all the subjects were so well taught at St. Anne's. It really forms a training school for all other schools along the West Coast. So much so, it was this acknowledgement by the Madras Presidency, the Education Department, made them come forward and insist on the Apostolic Carmel starting a training school. And that was a very important step taken by the Apostolic Carmel under the leadership of Mother Elvisha, who was the head again of a training school, leading to the empowerment and financial independence of women. And then the next step, as we know, it was in 1890, and the next institution for empowering was St. Agnes College. And a forward, St. Anne's Training College, later was also a fruit of the quality that she maintained. Excelsior was a motto of the first school, and God is my strength was that of St. Agnes institutions. In fact, that of St. Agnes College, then including both the pre-university and the degree college. While these sections function separately at present, the college has further grown into quality and in numbers, as well as branched off into several facilities and risen higher with postgraduate and PhD programs. May the inspiration and dynamism of this noble pioneer in education take St. Agnes College to greater heights with a push of the motto, Excelsior on the one hand and God is my strength on the other, so that a complete holistic education will always remain the trademark of St. Agnes College. On this occasion of the centenary of St. Agnes College, I wish the principal, the staff, every faculty member, all the sisters, all the students, all the alumni, every well-wisher, and everyone present, all that is best, so that St. Agnes College may always remain a shining star. Thank you.
Thank you, Sister Lydia, for beautifully taking us through the life of Mother Mary Elvisha, like chapters from an inspiring book. It's been 99 years that the vision of Mother Mary Elvisha has seen fruit. Thousands of girls entering St. Agnes have walked out of her portals as women not just of India, but as women of the world. Each and every benefactor of this vision of hers will now render gratitude through a floral tribute. I request Sister Dr. M. Lydia, Joint Secretary, St. Agnes Institutions, to pay a floral tribute to Mother Mary Elvisha. She will be joined by Sister Dr. Vanessa A.C., Principal, St. Agnes College, Sister Kamal Rita A.C., Administrator, St. Agnes College, Sister Dr. Vinora A.C., PG Coordinator, and Sister Rupa Rodriguez A.C., Vice Principal, St. Agnes College. Thank you, dear sisters. Thank you, dear sisters. May Mother Mary Elvisha always be there in spirit as our guiding light. We have with us a dynamic personality, Miss Aruna Bhatt, who is a proud Agnesian as I am. She is here to share her memories at St. Agnes on this wonderful occasion of Founders' Day.
Aruna B. Bhatt, whom we proudly recognize as an alumna, passed out from St. Agnes College in 1996. She is a co-founder of Wild Elephants Motion Pictures, a film and content production house based in Mumbai. Under its aegis, she has produced several feature and short films as also music videos. Aruna is celebrated for her striking bindis, which reflect facets of her own personality, charm and vibrancy. Her designs stem from her belief that every individual has a singular identity and visual projection. Not surprisingly, she is a TEDx speaker on this very subject. Herein, she dwells upon the scientific importance of wearing the bindi and its benefits to the human body. Interestingly, she has made it the pages of the Limca Book of Records for her distinctive ability to create bindis using the forehead as her artist canvas. It is amazing that she has never repeated a design to date. Her qualifications are diverse and have served to enhance her natural talents and learnings. She earned a diploma in PR and mass communication from the Xavier Institute of Communication, is a trained voice-over artist, and a self-taught image consultant. She founded a whole new leaf, an image consultancy and management company. As if these weren't accomplishments enough, Aruna was also one of the 7 women of the sprawling metropolis of Mumbai to be recognized and felicitated as a woman of substance by the city's Smile Foundation. It is hardly surprising that someone so warm and outgoing is, in addition, an animal lover. We are delighted by your several achievements, Aruna, and your career path so far off the beaten track. On behalf of your alma mater, I now request you to share with us the memories of your days at St. Agnes College on the foundation of the institution.
Respected Sister Dr. Lydia Fernandez, Joint Secretary, St. Agnes Institutions, Principal, Dr. Sister Vanessa, Sister Vinora, Sister Rupa Rodriguez, Sister Kamal Rita, members of the faculty, my dearest students, alumni and parents. It has been a grand 24 years since I bid adieu to my alma mater, St. Agnes. I entered the gates of St. Agnes for the first time as a 3.5-year-old little child, and I left the premises as a young lady at the age of 21. I still fondly recall Sister Emmanuel, who helped me take my first baby steps during the first leg of education as a kindergarten student. 2 years later, I was in the first standard in the primary section of St. Agnes under the guidance of Sister Paulina and subsequently Sister Nunciata. Those were the days when kids of my age were running around in their blue and white pinafores without a care in the world. Sister Nunciata in particular eased me into the next step, high school. As young girls, we felt so absolutely important, graduating to that blue skirt and white shirt from our pinafores. I just don't recall how high school flew by, but what I do recall is how my friends and I, as active Girl Guides, were already being shaped into responsible, thinking, feeling mini adults. Just when we thought that we were figuring things out, we stepped into university. The glamour of stepping out of your uniform into colored clothes was fascinating and thrilling for all of us, including me. We got our first taste of freedom in college as well. In the early 90s, Mangalore was an extremely sheltered place. Our parents wanted us to be in an environment that not just stood for quality in the Department of Education, but also where each of us girls would be protected and shaped into an absolutely unique human being. St. Agnes College was a trusted name and where our parents felt we were safe. The values that each of our parents stood for would be upheld by this institution, not just through excellence in teaching and learning, but also in nurturing the mind too. I remember an incident post my 2 years of pre-university, which I will absolutely cherish. I was called into Sister Olivia's office. She asked me at that time, what is it that I wanted to do for the 3 years as I earned my bachelor's degree. I told her that BBM was what I was thinking of. She was the one who guided me through this folly, if I may say so, and said I was better suited in the arts faculty. I agreed on the spot, as somehow I knew that I was looking at the option of BBM more so because it was an extremely cool thing to do at that point in time. This is a decision that I thrive on to this day. During the 5 years that I spent in college, 2 as a pre-university student and 3 years as I was pursuing my bachelor's degree in history, psychology and political science, one of the key elements that kept unconsciously wedging itself into the deep crevices of my brain was a passion for reading. As a side subject, English appeared absolutely thrilling and we had some of the best teaching us. Miss Geraldine Pinto hummed a grand sense of humor and many of her students to this day are emulating her style of writing and talking, and that includes me as well. Sister Jeswina's face, smiling face as she breezed into class is what made many of us want to just be happy, come what may. This is a practice that I personally follow to this day, and believe you me, I owe it to her. And then there are some teachers like Gangama ma'am who must be given an award for ensuring students didn't drop off to sleep during those vital post-lunch sessions of college. As she rushed through Indian history, she brought alive characters, incidents, and events that have shaped the face of our country. It is thanks to her that I look for all of this in whichever place of the world I visit, anywhere, anytime. She was Irene Miss to many of the students, but for me, she was much more. She not just taught us political science, but she was the one who recognized that I could speak. She started bringing details of various competitions outside of the college to me to take part in. Debating became my strength. It is this nudge to face people that has given me the courage to speak in front of large audiences. When I stood on the stage as I gave my first ever TEDx talk, or stood in London and Birmingham during a very popular international film festival and faced an audience that had innumerable questions to be answered about the film that I had produced, where I had to think on the spot and answer extempore, I just fondly remembered Irene ma'am and those various opportunities that she had given me. I recall a really funny incident when she came up to me and said, this particular group has asked if somebody else can represent St. Agnes College and not Aruna Bhatt. We had a hearty laugh about this, and of course she sent me for the competition, and yes, of course, I came back a winner. St. Agnes College wasn't just about figuring out if you had the potential and sending you for a few random competitions. The focus here was not just education, but developing your spirit in such a way that each one comes out a leader who would make a positive difference to the world. It is this very focus that has resulted in so many of our ex-students the world over being leaders in their own right. Some have made a name for themselves as reputed doctors, lawyers, chartered accountants, politicians, members of the administrative service, filmmakers, top bankers, armed forces, and the list could go on. Among my very own class fellows, I have seen that each one of them has turned out into a fantastic achiever. Our current principal of St. Agnes College, Sister Vanessa, is such a shining example. Even those who chose to be homemakers are strong women with amazing decision-making capabilities, all of which comes from some very strong foundation in what we learned and imbibed in St. Agnes College. And many of us owe it to the NCC, to the women's cell that existed at that point in time. I remember Miss Olga Norona vividly whizzing around in her two-wheeler, the ideal single woman, as a shining star to so many of us girls. Under her guidance, I was heading the women's cell, and she was the one who egged me to accept nothing but the best version of myself. She taught me, if I can't do that as a woman to myself, no one ever will. I owe it to her for teaching me the value of who I am, and for me, that was the turning point of my life. Empowering you. This is the greatest gift St. Agnes Institution gifts you with. Being the silent wind beneath your wings is what this institution is all about. Smiling contentedly as we shine on is what this institution does as she acknowledges each of our achievements. A woman of substance is what this institution hopes to make of each one of us. This institution ignites the fire in us, and it is up to us entirely how high these flames will rise. This power is bestowed upon you just as you step foot into this great institution. I end with an excerpt from Mary Angelou. Phenomenal Woman it is. I'm sure you would have heard of the poem, which has in the past and will continue to resonate in the very soul of every single Ignatian. This is just an excerpt. Phenomenal woman, that's me. Now you understand just why my head's not bowed. I don't shout or jump about or have to talk real loud. When you see me passing by, it ought to make you proud. I say, it's in the click of my heels, the bend of my hair, the palm of my hand, the need of my care, because I'm a woman. Phenomenal woman, that's me. Wishing all the students an absolutely brilliant year ahead, and wishing all the faculty the very best too. And to all of you, God bless and stay safe. The world needs each and every one of us. Thank you so much.
As we have come to the end of this program, I, Sara Krasta, on behalf of St. Agnes College and the principal, take this opportunity to extend a big thank you to Sister Dr. Lydia AC, Joint Secretary, St. Agnes Institutions. Thank you, Sister. I also thank Sister Kamal Rita AC, Administrator, St. Agnes College, for her presence on today's Founders' Day. Thank you, Sister. I also extend gratitude to Miss Aruna Bhatt for sharing her experiences with us today. Thank you, Miss Aruna. It is this vision of Mother Mary Elvisha that we as staff, student, and alumni be benefactors of her dream. I thank each one of you for being with us today in spirit to celebrate Founders' Day. I cannot end without thanking Mr. Satvik and Mr. Swapnil for extending their able expertise to put this program together virtually. Mr. Gurucharan and his team for their technological expertise, and our dear sisters of the AC congregation for their constant support. Wishing you all a safe time ahead. We will end by kindly rising and singing the college anthem. I request Sister Vinora AC, Sister Rupa, and Sister Kamal Rita to join in.
God is our strength, let us commit our lives into His hands this day, trusting in Him to compass it, that we may find the perfect way. Fearless of foes we cast aside, the days of ease we loved of yore, and stand to the shock of battle tide, despite all trials hard and sore. God is our strength, why fear the foe? His love like armor doth enfold our weak and wayward nature so, that vanquish lies the tempter bold. Behold his arm of valor strong, we cling to it in stormy fray, nor fear we any harm or wrong. God is our strength, now